Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Misty at Skeeter Jones and this is this week's things. This week I'm bringing to you a lot of things that I have upcycled and crafted from jewelry that has already lived its first life, and I've just breathed new life into it and giving it a second chance to be loved. So hopefully you'll enjoy the pieces that I bring to you today. There will be some pieces that I did not upcycle or make myself, but those are in the minority. Mostly everything you'll see today is things that I have upcycled. And actually one of those I'm wearing right now. This necklace, I'll tell you more about it during the show, but this is one thing that I've crafted that I'm going to bring to you this week. And I actually have a little poll, informal poll going on with this thing. It's what I've called an open necklace. I'm not really sure what something like this is. There's not a clasp on it. I had one like this a couple of weeks ago in a show, but I'm wanting to craft with it and I'd like your input. I don't know if I'm seeing earrings in this. I don't know if I'm seeing two purse charms or if I'm seeing a purse chain. Let me know what your suggestions are for this, and then I'll reveal that next week when I have crafted something out of it, and I'll take all of your suggestions into account. So again, I am Misty and I'm a crafter and a reseller, and I'm so glad that you have joined me here today. Anything you're interested in, again, just contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com. We'll work it out there. Now let's just jump right in and look at what I've brought to you this week. So as you saw in the intro, this is going to be item number one, and it's this necklace I had on in the intro. And it's a lion, this sort of door knocker style lion, and he's about, well, from the top of his head to the bottom of this ring is about 1.5 inches, and he's got some detail to him. He does not have a brand name on him, and he used to be an earring. This is not verdigris in here. This is just I think some oxidation, and it's already been cleaned, but I will clean that out a little bit more. I'll get as much of that cleared off as I can, but I think some of it is just where it didn't get any gold tone on it from the beginning. But he's in good shape. All of the gold tone that you can see, where there is gold tone, on all the places that are visible, it's in great condition. There's no wear or no loss of the tone. So I bent around the post, as you can see right there on this earring, and then I attached 2 rings right there, and then put 3 rings just so it would look kind of thicker and just a little bit more lushy and plushy, I guess. I used 3 rings in all the places where I connected. And here, actually, there's a birthmark on this one, right there. My pliers did that as I was crafting this piece. If you can see a little bit of where it's just not as smooth, see how smooth and glossy right there. It's just not as smooth right here, and that's just where I forgot to put down the piece of leather over it before I started clamping down the pliers. So I call those birthmarks, and sometimes that even happens with the when I do use the leather on that, but for the most part it's covered up by these rings. It only barely shows, if you can see right there, and I guess calling them birthmarks makes it, it just sounds better than scuffs, I suppose. But I took one link. This is a very substantial chain. It's very hard to move this chain with the pliers, and that's actually part of why there's a birthmark on there. So I took one link out and then put these other rings in between to give it a Y drop, and then hung the lion from that, and he came like this already with the ring in his mouth. That was the whole earring right there, and it was just a single earring. And then I had this necklace that was missing, or actually it had a little faux toggle right here, and the toggle had lost a lot of the tone that was on it. So I put all of that together this way and made this necklace out of it. And also here's the clasp that was originally on it when I got it. You can't really see the tone loss. It's not showing up that great, but there's a fair amount of tone loss on the lobster clasp and on the extender. And that actually was dirt and wear. I couldn't just clean it off because it was more than just dirt. That's what I was trying to say. But I made my own extender on it, and it has 1 inch intervals, I think. Does it have 1 inch intervals? About 2 inch. From here to here, and then about another 2 inches or so here. So all the way out, the drop on it is, and I'm talking about to the top of the Y, extended all the way out, the drop is about 8 inches, and without the extender, the drop is about 6 3/4, right, almost 7 inches. Now you will notice, possibly, I don't know if it'll show through on the camera here, but the tones are not identical. And you'll just run across that when you are dealing with upcycled pieces, because they weren't all made with the same batch of gold tone. They weren't painted with the same batch of gold tone, and they're not the same base metal or the same percentage of different metals in the alloys. So they won't be the exact same tone when you're looking at upcycled pieces, and that's part of the beauty of upcycled pieces, in my opinion. So here is item number 1, and it is our lion door knocker necklace that's wanting to kind of turn flips on me right now. There we go. So that is going to be item number 1. This one had a pretty high level of difficulty, and actually I've considered giving my pieces a teardrop rating for how much trouble they gave me making them. And if I had a 1 to 5 teardrop rating, this one would probably have a 3.5. But this one right here is going to be, I'm going to do that one, oh gosh, for $8. I think this is one of the best pieces in the lot. I know that I am biased, but a lot of blood, sweat, and almost real tears went into this one, because I had a little bit of a frustrating time dealing with these very substantial links. But there we go, item number 1 for $8, the lion necklace. And then before I get into the other pieces, last week I showed you this that came in the lot that I got from Maryland, I think. And I thought this was a belly dancer necklace. You may recall me showing this and then saying that I needed to research it further. Well, I researched it further, and this is not belly dancer jewelry. This is a stone, and I believe it is onyx, although the jury is still out for me on whether onyx can have these gray streaks in it like this has. I don't know if they're showing up well on camera, but it is actual stone. And this is called Peruvian wire work. You can look that up, and honestly, it has a following. It has lots of fans, and they love it. It doesn't sell for the most. In my opinion, it should, but just because they're handmade, and look at how much work goes into that. But these go on eBay for around like $16 or so. So I'll do this one also for $8. It's a gorgeous standout statement piece. It is not sterling. It did, the test did flash blue for just a few seconds and then fade away really quick. So there is a little bit of silver content, or maybe a silver wash or a thin silver plating on this chain, but it is not sterling. And then this is a stone, I think either onyx or maybe obsidian. I think it'd more likely be onyx, but I'm not certain about that even. I am certain that it is a stone. So this one's going to be item number 2. And it will also be for $8, about half of what they go for on eBay. Oh, I'll give you some measurements on that. there's not an extender on it. There's no real wear that I can see. It's about just over 8.5 inch drop to the top of the pendant here. And from the top of the pendant to the bottom of the longest part of the fringe, it is about 5 inches. So 8 from here to here, and then 5 from here to here. The stone is about 1.25 inches across. It has this nice little sound. If you can hear that over my dishwasher in the background. And then this again is called Peruvian wire work, and it is actually made in Peru. I don't know if this particular piece is. I would assume that it is, because all the ones that I looked up were all made in Peru. So it must be an art form in that area. But there we go, number 2 for $8. It's beautiful. There we go. Okay, now this one you may notice from a short that I had up last week, where I had to replace a stone in this bracelet. There were 2 stones on the end. I think it was these 2 right here that were missing, and it just turned out that I had some other pieces, a broken necklace actually, that had the same color rhinestones of the same size. So I was able to put those into these prong settings. And I have a short showing how I did that, if you'd like to go check that out. Here's the construction on this. It's got silver tone or either stainless chain. This has some weight to it. And then brass chain. And this sort of raspberry red thread woven in between all of the stones and chains to hold it all together. Then these little rings on the end, sort of substantial rings actually, also holding it together. And then the big señorita clasp right here, which is in great condition. And that's how it looks on. It's really pretty. And that color is just really, really pretty for fall also. And this one is number, where is it? Number 3. And for the price, I've got to actually go back and consult my my short. And when I do that, I'll put the price right here, but you'll be seeing it on the screen before I get to go look it up on my short. And so that's the price. I'll put it right here somewhere on the screen, then I'll also write it on the envelope, or on the bag that is. But this is item number 3, this gorgeous bracelet. Number 4 is a purse charm that I also had up on a short last week. And hopefully it won't sell before today. If it does, then I'll put something on the screen saying that it's sold. But this is a key ring and a purse charm. Used to be an earring. The mate to it was all in pieces, and the mate to this one, I think, was missing. Oh, it was not attached to its post. It had a little button-style post that it was supposed to suspend from, and it was not attached to that post. The other one also wasn't attached to its post, and then several of these little beads were gone from it. The overall length on this one is about 5.5 inches. The hoop itself is about 3 inches. And again, these tones are a little bit different from each other. You have the large lobster clasp, the key ring. There we go. The key ring right here, and then the purse charm. And it's these little glass beads, glass seed beads, that are all around this gold tone hoop. And then you have other seed beads that are around these larger beads, and they're suspended from the bottom of the ring and then from the top inside of the ring. And that is it. Across, it's about 3 inches. And that is really cute. And that is $10. Actually, this one didn't take as much work to do. This one's number 4. So actually, I'll do this one for 8. Because this one was maybe 0.5 tiers. Half a tier on a 5-tier schedule. 5-tier rating system. This one didn't cause me much heartache at all when I was making it. Now next, what I made at the same time, this is the beads that were that had fallen off of the other earring. Oops, and I see a little bit of dirt that I missed. I'm going to have to clean these, but there they are. It's the same beads that you saw at the bottom of this key ring, first charm, but these are the ones that fell off of the mate to that earring. And so I just hung them individually on hooks and made them into earrings, and I have 2 pairs of those because I had 4 of those beads to work with. Here comes the silicone ear, which also makes an appearance in that short. Here's what it looks like on. And these earrings are going to be $3 per pair. These will be number 4, or no, number 5 and number 6 alongside. And these are $3 per pair right there. And yeah, I just saw that dirt. I didn't notice it before, but I'm going to clean that off. Number 5 and 6. Oops, this way. $3 each. Okay, now for the first, oh no, this will be the second piece that I didn't make. This is a little fidget ring. It has this little neat card that comes with it. And it comes with its own little gift box. The card fell out. There we go. And I think I've offered this up before, but then I came across it again recently. So here's the fidget. There's this copper ring that spins around, and it has a butterfly on it. And then the underneath part is, I think this is stainless maybe. I'm not sure what the metal is under here. A little tiny bit of bubbling right there, but I think that's the way it was made. A little bit of oxidation right here, and it has this concave curve on it right here, if you can see that, how it curves right there. And then there's this floral design that goes all the way around, and then the fidget part is the butterfly that flies around. And it says that it's a size 6, but let's check that out and confirm it. And yes, this is exactly a size 6. And it comes with its own little gift box and its little card right there. And this one, I don't know how to put a price on this one because I don't want to write directly on the box. Someone may not appreciate that. So this is going to be item number 7. I just decided to get a bigger bag. Number 7, and we'll do that one for $5. All right, this is another purse chain. This is a piece of druzy, which has just gold tone around the edges. This is actual stone. It's quartz druzy, and it has gold tone around the sides. This was a single clip earring, and I took off the clip. That is not verdigris. I don't know if that looks green on camera or not, but that's just, I think, remnants of the solder that was originally used to attach the clip. There's a little tiny maker's mark that I couldn't really make out, but it's this pretty little leaf, and I didn't really have to do anything. I took the clip completely off, and then there's this stem on the leaf, and I hung the rings through that little stem and dangled that from the bottom of the piece of druzy. And then there's this chain here, and the key ring, and the lobster clasp. And that is how this one looks, and I really think that one's cute. If you like a more minimal kind of look, then you might appreciate this one. It's about 5.5 or so inches long from the top of the lobster clasp. From the top of just the chain down to the bottom of the leaf is about 4.5 inches. And that one's really, really pretty. That wasn't my timer, that's my dishwasher, letting me know that it's finished its cycle. Okay, this is number 8, and this one will be $10. Okay, this was a pair of earrings, and I made a purse charm out of the mate to this earring, and I don't know why it's in this bag. What I have right here is a bracelet that I made out of some J. Crew chain, and then this charm, this little puffy brass or brass toned charm. I can't remember where the charm came from, but this is some J. Crew chain, and then a separate clasp because this chain didn't have a clasp with it. And that's it, just this simple puffy heart. And oh, now I remember why this was in the bag. Okay, so this little bracelet right here is going to be $5, but if someone would like me to hang these charms, it's a little cupid and then a couple of hearts with arrows through them. Let me give you a closer look. I can take these charms off of this earring and attach them to this bracelet. Right now, as this bracelet is with just the one puffy heart, it's $5, but I guess for $7, if you would like the other charms on there, I'll take those off and put them on, and then the bracelet with these charms on it will be $7, but as it is, $5. So hopefully that made some sense to you. I put an extender on this. Without the extender, it's 7.25, and let's see, extended all the way out, which you can hook it anywhere you want to along the extender, but 7.75, and the largest it will go is up to an 8. I don't think that was 7.75. It goes up to an 8, and I think that must have been 7.25, maybe. Let's look again. Yeah, 7 or 7.25 is the smallest, and then 8 is the longest that will go. And here is a little hint, I guess, at what it would look like on. I really like the chain. J. Crew chain is my favorite chain to work with. And then this little puffy heart, which was very close to, if not the same color, which, you know, as I've already described, that doesn't really happen very often. But there we go with this cute bracelet. So it's going to be number 9, and it's going to be 5 as is, or it'll be 7 if you would like me to add these other 3 charms to it. Just let me know when you contact me, skeeterjonesthings@gmail.com, and let me know if you would like to, if you're claiming this one, let me know if you would like it as is, or if you want it with the other 3 charms for $7. I didn't make these. I remember offering these up before, and I really actually am surprised that they didn't sell when they were offered up before. These very much remind me of Kirk's Folly. They are not Kirk's Folly, but they just remind me of it. So these are earrings, little celestial theme on them with the stars and crescent moons and little rhinestones in the middle of the stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rhinestones on these stars, and then one in the center of these top ones, and then that's where the post is in these top ones. These are unbranded, and the length, these are statement earrings for sure, 3 inches long and about 1.5 inches across. Lots of detail. They're these graduated sized little sort of beads down the middle. And then the little star here dangles and it sparkles with all the rhinestones in it. And then the bigger one at the top is textured and has one single rhinestone in the center. Here's the back. These look brand new. They do not look like they've ever been worn. The backs are very clean, and there's 0 tone loss that I can see. So these are number 10. And these will be $4. Oh, I just did this one this morning. This came from either Marilyn at Shady NY, or it came from Jeanette. And it's an art glass pendant. White on the back. It's all glass all the way through. So you can see the layers in it. And then clear glass on the top with these swirls of glittery gold and blue sandwiched between the white and clear glass. What I did is put this very delicate twisted chain around it, and then it came up between the petals right here on either side of this petal, and then added a ring and attached a chain, and I really like how that one turned out. That's just really cute. Here's a good close look at all those colors of blue and the construction on that. I guess it's even reversible if you'd like to wear just the white side facing front. This little delicate chain kind of gave me fits. Where'd the bag go for that one? There it is. So number 11, this one is going to be $6, and it's just beautiful. Beautiful. This chain came from, or the chain that it's hanging from, I don't know the name of this kind of chain. So let me know in the comments if you know. This does not have an extender, and the chain looks new. And then this twist chain came from one of those body jewelry things where it's this entire thing made of chain and it just goes all over your whole torso. This came from one of those that I disassembled just so I could use all the chain. That's how much I really like to get chain. So this is about 6 3/4 inch drop. And then and there is not an extender. The pendant is 2 inches. And that's super cute. Number 11 for $6. Okay, this, I think I did a short about this one. It's a puffy heart. Oh, actually, I did do a short about this one. This is a purse charm, and it's got a puffy heart on it with a very minor amount of tone loss. Like it's really hard to see unless I like turn the heart at an angle in person. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera or not, but it's really not bad to me. I think it actually adds to it. This was an earring and that center stone was missing, so I added a stone to that, took it off the earring, and it also had, I think, a dead rhinestone hanging from it, so I removed that and then added a good rhinestone to it. And this was also an earring, a single earring with this cascade of hearts. So I just made this little themed purse charm. So it's got the puffy heart up there, the cascade of puffy hearts coming down, the little love placard, I guess is what you might call that, and then the two rhinestones right here in the middle of the O, and then dangling off the bottom there. And this is all different tones of gold. And there it is. I think this one is so cute. And it is about 6 inches long. Here's what the back of this one looks like. Oh, I need to show you this. That scratching right there is from where I took the post off and then filed it down. I tried my best to not let the file contact the back, but I couldn't stop it. So that's what that scratching is. It's just where I had to file down where the post was taken off, so it wouldn't scratch you or your clothes, or snag your clothes, or scratch up your purse. But that's it right there. This one's number 12. And this one is $10. Okay, this is just a pair of Alex and Ani bracelets. I think this one is not Alex and Ani. It's not. This is, oh, that just says pray right there. It's stainless, I believe. It has rings on it where you can hang charms if you like. It's a little adjustable right there. This one is Alex and Ani. It has an initial C. And here are all the Alex and Ani tags. Right there. And it is a little misshapen. I don't know if you can see that or not. And actually, I'll just say these will be gift with purchase to the first person to ask for them, the first buyer that asks for them with your paid order. These will just be a gift with purchase. So just say that you would like the Alex and Ani bracelet set. And remember that this one with the little balls on the end is not Alex and Ani. The one with the C charm is Alex and Ani. But together as a set, they'll be a gift with purchase to the first person who purchases and asks for them. Okay, this is an upcycle. This is a Trifari, I think. Right there's the mark. Yes, this is a Trifari necklace that had some pieces on it that I wanted to make into a purse charm. And I believe I had a video or a short about that. And this was what was left over of the necklace, not the black beads. They were not a part of it at all. And if this name brand were a hang tag, I would take it off because, of course, Trifari did not design this. They just designed this thing up here and put it on this chain. I am the one responsible for the rhinestone rondelles and the black glass faceted teardrop beads and the black glass faceted round beads. There's not an extender on it. The length, which will be a little off camera as I'm measuring it for you. The drop length is 9 inches. The pendant is about 2 inches long. And I think it's super pretty, this sort of chandelier design. And there's the chain, and it looks brand new. I don't see any signs of wear at all on the chain or on this this pendant hanger thing. The beads are harvested off of another piece, and so they're upcycles, and all of it's upcycled, really, even though the beads have been used before, I suppose, is what I was trying to get at. And the necklace itself has not been, I don't think. Can't guarantee that because I wasn't there for its whole life, but it does not look like it's ever been worn. So this is number 13. And we'll do number 13 for $3. Most of these little settings were already assembled, so all I had to do was just attach them. So not much work at all went into this one. Here we go. Okay, here's a little purse charm. This was a single earring. Actually, as I'm showing it, is it missing some stones? It is. I was about to show you that, but it's missing stones. I've got to take care of that before I show it to you. So let's do this one. This one sat in my craft stuff for a while because I was considering taking it apart and making it into something else. But there's nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to make stuff with it. So I decided to give it a chance first, see if anybody wants it like it is. And then if it doesn't sell, then I'll craft with it. Let's see. I can't remember if it has a brand on it. No maker's mark, but it's really, really pretty. It's this sort of pewter colored metal. It's a, I don't know, maybe a copper base metal. There's not really enough wear to be able to see what the base metal is on it. I don't really see any wear at all on it. It's about the color of pewter, but I don't know that it actually is pewter. It has these smoky gray colored rhinestones. These pretty floral designs with the little details. There's vines and leaves, and then these little teardrop dangle rhinestones hanging off the bottom. That is really, really pretty. The drop measurement on it is about 7.5, and it has a 3-inch extender. Let me give you a close-up look at the chain. See, there's no wear, none that I can spot anyway. And this is what it looks like. So pretty. So this one is 14. And this one's going to be $4. Super feminine and pretty. I got one of these in a craft lot the other day and put it in my craft supplies immediately because it's just really great snail chain. And here's another one just like it. It even has these little hooks on the ends. I'm not really sure what this chain would have originally been. Maybe lanyard chain or glasses chain. I'm not really sure. But I'll offer this up if someone would like it. It's excellent chain. There's no wear on it at all. So I'm going to offer that up for $4. And if it does not sell, it's going to join its twin over in my silver tone chain supply. It's a really nice chain. Here are some Brighton earrings. I got these in a lot, and they were, I thought they were covered in tarnish and wear, but I cleaned them and polished them, and actually it was mostly dirt. A little bit of tarnish, mostly dirt, and it all cleaned up. There's no tone loss at all. And, well, actually I don't think it would be tone loss with Brighton. It would be plate loss, because I think all Brighton is silver plated, if I am not mistaken. So this sort of Celtic knot design at the top that comes down in these teardrop shaped loops. And these are just the loop part is 2 inches. From the top of the hook to the bottom of the loop is about 2.5 inches. And let me give you another close-up look. And let's bring out the silicone ear so you can see what those will look like when you wear them. Super pretty. I like those. I have a little bit of Irish heritage, so I like Celtic designs like that. Okay, number 16 these will be. And these are going to be $12. If I list them on eBay, they will be listed at $24. Oh, from time to time I get those $3 earring lots. Here's a pair of earrings from one of those lots. I didn't have enough to do an entire show about them like I've done before, so I just put them in here. Really bright, shiny hoops, gold tone with white rhinestones, clear rhinestones. Lightweight, very lightweight, and brand new. And they're really, really pretty. These are about 2¼ inches long, and the hoop part itself is about 1.5 inch across. So let's bring out the ear. And there we go. Really pretty. And as stated, these are the $3 earrings. And they're number 17. Okay, this I know I've already showed. I actually wore this. I wore this when I went to lunch with my mom for my birthday. This is an upcycle that I've shown before. This is an acrylic stone made to, I guess, imitate Larimar maybe. It's in this little faux prong setting. Again, in a faux prong setting, there's a very bright rhinestone right there. And then there's this chain, rope chain tassels. And then this mesh chain that it hangs from with an extender. The earring itself, this is a single earring, and it's a Lily Pulitzer. And it was brand new. It just didn't have a mate. And this is what I did with it. So there it is. This gorgeous earring and now pendant is 3.5 inches long. The drop on the necklace is 9 inches, and the extender is about 2 3/4. This one is number 18. Here's my bag. That's my alarm you hear in the background, but it's not the alarm that tells me I have to quit filming. It's just my alarm that tells me I should really start cooking dinner right now. But I would rather be doing this. So this is number 18, and I'm going to say $10 on this one. If you happen to come across it in the other video where I first showed it, I don't remember the price that I offered that time, but if the price I offered is lower than this, I will honor the lower price. Just mention when you contact me about it which video that's in, because I don't remember which video I put this in before. But here it is, the Lily Pulitzer Upcycle for $10, number 18. Okay, next is this necklace that actually came in the special assignment lot, the last special assignment lot I got from Pat Garza. And I thought it had a lot of tone loss, and especially down here along one of these snake chains. But then I cleaned it and polished it, and only a very tiny amount, like right there, is actually tone loss. And honestly, that might still polish away. I don't know. I'll try polishing it again one more time just to see. That may or may not go away, but it's just that one little spot is all I could find on this one tiny little segment. Otherwise, everything cleaned up really nicely, and it's this two-tone necklace, silver tone and gold tone, and it is a Charming Charlie. This chain is really nice. It has a nice weight to it, and I just like the feel and the drape of this snake chain. But it's all gold tone in 3 lengths. And then you get down to this really neat looking chain right here. It ends, the snake chain ends with this loop that looks like this, and then alternating silver tone and gold tone links, where the silver tone ones are the larger ones, the gold tone are the smaller ones. And that all comes down into 3 layers. Let me pause and see if I can get this straightened out so you can get a better look at it. Okay, this is a much better look at the way it would lay when you're wearing it. The 3 layers are just right next to each other. Here's that one little speck that didn't polish up as nicely. But there it is. I really, really love the quality of this one, the weight of it, the mixture of the silver tone and gold tone, and it just looks so substantial, and it feels substantial. I really, really like this one. It's got a drop of 7 1/4 inches to the shortest layer. The longest layer is 8 1/2, but then you have this extender that's about probably 2 inches. No, it's closer to about 2 3/4 on the extender. But here's again a close-up of this gorgeous chain. This is really a beautiful, beautiful necklace if you like wearing chain. This is number 19. And this one is $6. Next, another upcycle. This is one that the chain had originally been gold tone, but it wore, and then I polished it and tried to actually polish it so much that I could intentionally polish away some more of the gold tone. So it has this overall sort of not quite silvery, not quite light gold sheen to it. And then this leaf design, which is layered with 2 pieces of hammered gold tone. Here's the back. No real wear at all to speak of. And this was an earring that didn't have a mate. So I just put it on this chain that I had polished and polished and polished to get as much of the tone off of it as I could. And I really like the finish that it ended up with. That looks pretty true on the screen. And you can see the original tone a little bit if you look closely on the clasp. And the chain looked a lot like this clasp. There were parts where it was this lighter color and parts where it had this darker gold tone. And it didn't look nice. It wasn't faded in a nice even way. So that's why I set about trying to remove as much of the tone as I could. And I really like the results that I got with that. This one does not have an extender. The drop on it is 8 1/4. The pendant is 1 1/2. And here, I didn't show you the clasp. It's sort of this carabiner style, like that. Like that. There we go. And this one is number 20. And we'll do that one for just $4. This one, oh my goodness, last week I did the R charm, and it was so popular. I really wish I'd had more of those. But here's an A. I don't know how many A's I have out there in the audience. I know of a few, but I don't know if you're into purse charms or not. So this was, I think this was on a necklace. And then I just took all of these. These are white glass check beads. These are faceted glass teardrop beads. This is one of those, sort of Pandora style beads. It's glass. I strung all of that together, or wired it together, I should say, and put loops at the top and bottom of the wire. And then attached this A pendant, and it has some very light surface scratching on it. There. But that's all. And then it's made out of resin, it feels like. Black and white and pink. And then I mirrored that here with the beads. And then hung it all from a silver tone ring. There you go, to hang on your purse as a purse charm. I've actually seen some people hang these on their belt loop. So you can also wear it that way. And this one is number 21. For $10. It's a gorgeous little A with the pink and black and white. Let's see, I'm going to do 2 more of those $3 earrings. These are brand new. New without card is how I get them. These are clip-ons. Well, not clip, they're post, but they have this sort of lever back on it. Brand new silver tone with rhinestones. They're in gorgeous condition. Well, brand new condition, and they look new. The length on these is 1 1/2. And let's bring out the ear. I need to name the ear since, all my mannequins are named. And I use the ear so much, I should give it a name. But here's what it looks like on. I think that's really pretty. And you can't beat it for $3. So that's number 22. And then another pair of the new without card $3 earrings is coming up next, number 23. These are very lightweight clip-ons, brand new, gold tone, with acrylic red rhinestone right there in the middle, and this teardrop shape. And let's see, the length on these is 1 inch and about 3/4 of an inch across, the widest point right there. And the ear, there we go. That's how that would look on. Really pretty. So if you've been with me long enough, you know that my mannequins are Lucille and Ethel, and Thelma Lou and Helen. And bonus points if you know what inspired all of those names. And these are number 23 for $3, by the way. So along those lines, give me your name suggestions for the ear. Number 23 for $3. This is blue enamel in gold tone. Now, I've never seen a Chico's bracelet like this. It has this little tassel fringe hanging off of it. Has this charm, which is really pretty. There's your branding right here. And then you have this charm with a yellow stone, these probably glass beads, and it looks like maybe two-tone, sort of a rose gold tone, and then the brass tone chains all together on this fringe. Then this sort of wrap effect right here. This isn't actually chain wrapped around, it's actually, you know, molded together with the blue, sort of Larimar blue. Let's see. Yeah, that's coming across pretty accurate on screen. That's what color it is. But it's really pretty. I've never seen a Chico's bracelet with a little like charm thing on it like this. And the color is really pretty. It's a size 8.5. Super, super pretty. And we're going to offer that one up for, let's see, it's number 22. No, it's not 22, it's 24. And we're going to offer that one up for $10. The Chico's enamel and gold tone charm bracelet. That'll be listed for $20 if it doesn't sell here. Let's see, I don't think I've offered this up in a show, but I did do a short about when I made it. I did a craft with me short. So this is a little star thing that I had gotten in a little mystery lot from Fire Mountain Gems. And then I put a silver tone large lobster clasp on it. Then I wired together, or I wired, not together, but I wired some crystals with AB coating and put them on these chains, and then hung the chains from the little loops at the bottom of the star. And the star has this floral pattern all the way around, 3 sort of milky rhinestones in the center. Lots of detail on it. That's the back. And there are those gorgeous crystals, very sparkly. The measurement on this is overall from the topmost to the bottommost is about 5.5 inches. really enjoyed making that one. That one was a lot of work, but I really enjoyed it. I always like wiring. It's time consuming, but I like wiring beads like that and crystals. This is number 25. And it is $10. So I'm picking up, I have learned how to wire beads. Now I'm picking up hand knotting, and I'm really enjoying that. I had everything that I've made hand knotted so far has actually sold, which I'm very, very flattered by that and excited. Okay, this I offered it before for $12. It's not going to be $12 today. This is, and I've shown this one before. I showed it and offered it for $12. But on my channel, I've decided I'm going to start offering my purse charms starting at 10 instead of at 12. Ones that I would offer at 12 on eBay, I offer for 10 here. But what I like about this was an earring, and it's this very accurate globe. Look at all the tiny, and that's not just little scribbles, that's actually words. I don't know if you can see them on the screen or not. But this is an accurate globe, and it was an earring, and it was missing a mate. That looks like a duck. Antarctica. Is it really shaped like a duck in real life? I digress. So this was an earring. It didn't have a mate. So I strung it up on this chain and decided that I would hang a yellow bead for a sun, a white bead for a moon, and all of these little crystals to be stars. And that was the thought behind this design on this purse charm. This one was one of my favorite ones to make. I really enjoyed it. I loved the little fun globe earring, and that I just happened to have some glass beads to be the sun and the moon. This one's 26, and it's $10. And I love it. That's one of my favorite projects as far as fun level to work on. Okay, and then this one I think I showed in the same show with that, with the globe. It's just a little rhinestone strawberry with a glass bead at the top to be the stem. And then at the bottom, these are red glass beads and clear crystals. And there's the overall look on that purse charm. The length on it is 6 inches. And I think it's really sweet. And this was offered in the same video with the globe. And it was originally offered for $12 also. And today it will be $10. Again, that's just because I've decided that my purse charms that I'm going to list on eBay for $12, I'm going to offer for $10 here on my channel. Okay, 28. We have some more Brighton earrings. I got these in the same lot that I got the last earrings. Those little Celtic knot ones. I got these in the same lot. That was my timer that it's finished. That's time to stop filming. But since we stopped on 27 last, we're going to go all the way through 30, and then we'll cut the video there. But I got these in the same lot as those Celtic knot earrings, and they had some dirt and tarnish on them. And again, I thought it was going to be tone loss, but they polished up very, very nicely, and all of that came off. So it's this little floral scroll. There's the back with a little vein in the leaf and little rhinestones on the front. And these are Brighton. Very, very cute. Oh, yeah, the hook there needs to be reshaped. I meant to do that before the show. I will reshape that hook. I won't replace the hook because these are Brighton hooks. So I will just reshape the one that's there so it'll look nice for you. And there we go. This is about 1 inch from here to here overall from the top of the hook, about 1.75 inches. Here's a close-up look, and let's get the ear. That's what that would look like on. Very pretty. These are going to be number 28 for $10. I will list those for $20 if they don't sell here. And 29 will be one more that I got in the same lot, and the same thing. This chain was black, had a lot of dirt, and which turned out to be dirt. I really thought it was tone loss, but I polished it up, cleaned it, and gave it some TLC, and here's the after. I really wish I took a picture of it before, because the chain was black. It had just oxidized and tarnished significantly, but I was able to get all that off. So this is reversible. Got a brushed gold tone on this side and an acrylic black sort of faux onyx on this side. This scroll work design and little rhinestones, and you have the scroll work and rhinestones on the back also. Little rhinestone on the bail on both sides, and then this gorgeous snake chain. At the end you have some more scroll work right there, the Brighton heart clasp, and the Brighton bee right there. So the drop on this one is 8.5. The pendant is about 1 3/4, and the extender is about 2.5. So I took a minute to go look this one up because I couldn't remember the name of it. This is the Wiltern, Wiltern necklace, and they're going on eBay for around $20 to $25. So I'm going to list this one here for, again, $10, and then I will list it on eBay for $20 if it doesn't sell here. So this is number 29 for $10. That looks like a 7, not 70. $10. It's heavy. This pendant's kind of heavy. But I really was impressed with how well that the chain cleaned up. Someone actually has suggested doing a video about polishing jewelry with my silver polish, and I actually really should do that. I'll use this little repair job to wrap the show up. This is a clamper bracelet that I got in a I really can't remember. I think it came in a lot, but one of the rhinestones was missing. And if you look closely, you can tell which one. Right there is that one, because it looks a little different than the rest. Well, not that way. Right there. When you look at it from a certain angle, you can tell. And the reason it will look different at a different angle right there is because the back side of the rhinestone is a different shape than the others. So it's a little bit more of a rounded back than the ones around it, which are more pointed on the back. And this one, I don't know if you can tell looking at it this way, it's a little bit higher, sits a little higher than the rest, and that's because of the way the top of it's cut. But looking straight on, you can't really tell any difference. Okay, good thing this is number 30, right? That was my alarm. Again, I snoozed it before, so that means it's been 10 minutes since the last time you heard it. So I just completely dismissed it this time. But anyway, just as you're wearing the bracelet, you can't really tell that it's any different. And wait just a minute. Okay, I thought I saw another missing stone, but I didn't see a missing stone. So, beautiful clamper bracelet. Where is it? There's, oh yeah, there we go. So it's got that kind of closure with where you push in the little lever right there, and you do it like that to close it, and it stays nice and tight. But there it is. This is what it looks like on. Very sparkly, very pretty, 2 rows of rhinestones. And just the one looks a little different than the others upon close inspection. But it's still a good deal because I am going to sell it here for just $4. Number 30 for $4. It has a little bit of light surface scratching. The tone is in great condition. Even on the inside, there's not any branding on it. That's what it looks like from the side. And that's it. So that will close us out. I have got to go get some dinner made. So here are all of today's items. I really enjoyed showing those to you today. I would ask that you please remember to go down in the comments and let me know what you think about this open necklace thing that I showed you at the beginning. It's textured chain, and then these tassels on each end have all these different styles of links in the tassel. The tassels are kind of heavy, not super heavy, but I'm bringing the ear over now. Like, do you see earrings when you look at these tassels? Do you see a key ring or a purse charm? Do you see a purse chain? Do you see something else entirely? I really can't wait to see what your ideas are and to share those and talk about those in hopefully my next video. But I really did enjoy showing these things to you today, especially the things that I crafted. I've gotten such a positive response on those that makes me very, very happy. And I appreciate all of the time that you spend watching the things that I bring to you each week. And if you enjoyed the content, please give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share it out with someone else who you know who might also enjoy it. And leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.